Recently, as you may have seen in a previous video on this channel, I went on a tour of Western Australia with my country band, Dreaming of Nashville. Of course, one of the biggest logistical headaches to solve when you're trying to fly your gear to the other side of the world is, well, how do I get it there safely? Because the UK to Australia is, of course, a very, very long flight. And that does mean, of course, handing over your gear to strangers in international airports where they go to unknown places and hopefully be put on aircrafts in a safe and careful way. Well, don't forget, it can get very cold and condensationy. So my top priority was to make sure my guitars got to Australia in one piece, and that's why I used the GTX triple guitar vault from Quantum Industries. And I'm pleased to report that everything was fine. The guitars flew there and back in one piece, dry, safe and secure in that guitar vault. However, after the tour, Quantum Industries reached out and asked for my thoughts on the newest version of their triple case. So I've teamed up with them to bring you this, the brand new version of the AGX triple electric and acoustic case. I'm really excited to get my hands on one, so let's take a look inside. The main signature feature of all Quantum Industry cases is this beautiful polycarbonate shell, which is pretty much everything resistant. Pressure, impact, crack, vibration, you name it, it'll stand up to it. And I can vouch for that, having taken their GTX case across the world and back when I toured in Australia. I believe they're the only company using this material, as most other cases are normally rotomold plastic or aluminium. Taking a look around, we can see we've got 6 deep recessed locks. 4 of them are TSA codable locks, and there are 3 on each side in total. We've got a sturdy handle on the front and the same sturdy handle on the top, and on the rear and underneath the case we've got these chunky feet to keep everything stable when you're loading or unloading guitars. But the star of the show is the removable front lid, so let's take a look inside. Looking inside, you can see we've got this high density aluminium frame. You've got the same inside behind the walls as well. It's the perfect skeleton for adding strength and reinforcement without adding any extra weight. It does make it significantly lighter than any other vault on the market. We have got these foam inserts, which we'll talk about later on because there's a lot to cover with the different configurations of guitars you can put inside this case. There's a nice little touch at the bottom here. You've got 8 degrees of tilt backwards so that guitars won't fall out frontwards when you're unloading them. And we've got this really nice area up here where you can load the guitar necks in. You've got these elastic ties to keep the guitar necks secure, and there's a lovely brace along the back here just to add some more reinforcement. The AGX's removable lid is one of its main features, and with a number of internal zipped pouches makes for a great storage space for those all-important accessories. Here you can see I'm able to store both my in-ear monitor system's transmitter and receiver in the larger top pocket, whilst in the smaller lower down pocket I've stored all my playing accessories including tremolo arm, capo, tinner plectrums, slide and the secret weapon of any luggage, an AirTag. Okay, let's take a closer look at the foam inserts. Now the AGX model can support a number of different guitar loading configurations, which includes 3 electric guitars, 2 acoustic guitars, 2 electric guitars, or 1 electric and acoustic guitar combo. It's as simple as removing the bottom foam panel from the case and swapping it out to whichever configuration you require. Included as standard are a number of nifty utility panels for extra protection inside the case. Long panels which can be placed between guitars, square panels which can be stacked above the headstocks, and the bottom inserts are not only Velcro backed but are really well measured and cut to fit perfectly in the base of the unit, keeping the instrument secure and free of movement. The latest updates for this generation of Quantum Industries vaults are the thicker watertight seal, a new corner design and a few minor cosmetic upgrades, including this classy secondary Quantum Industries logo. Right, just spun the Telecaster in here. I'm giving the AGX its debut outing tonight at the Dreaming of Nashville headline show here in the UK. I've got all my accessories in the lid pockets just inside here, so get that on here. There we go. And we're away. Let's go play a gig. Now it's a big old boy, this AGX. In the guitar range, that does make it the biggest unit you can get. I've got a Ford Mondeo, which is a large sedan or saloon, depending on which part of the world you're from, and I've folded my rear seats down and laid it across the back seats, and it goes in there perfectly. If you've got a low loading estate or wagon, you could probably very easily get it in the boot. But because my boot has got my amp and my pedal boards in it, I've just laid it across the back seats and it fits like a glove. And overall, just very easy to get in and out. And because the AGX doesn't weigh a ton, it only weighs around 13 kilograms, I reckon whatever car you've got, it'd be very easy to get in and out. The doors are open for the Dreaming of Nashville show. People are starting to come in. We've got the stage looking all nice and pretty. Looking very, very cool. And the AGX has been fantastic. Really, really good getting the 3 guitars here. Got the Les Paul being looked after in there at the moment. So yeah, it's done the job perfectly. All my accessories, all my guitars here, nice and safe, ready for a great show. Very nice. If you don't know anything about Quantum Industries, they're a small team based in Hong Kong made up of only 3 core members and only half a dozen other team members. They might be a small team, but they have representation worldwide, including Australia, Hong Kong, Costa Rica, Thailand, the USA, the UK and Vietnam, meaning you can pretty much get one of these cases shipped to you wherever you are in the world. They debuted their first guitar vault, the GTX, at NAMM 2020, which is now in its 4th generation. The 2nd generation AGX model you see here only launched at the beginning of this year, 2025, and Mark III is already on the way, so they're constantly upgrading and improving these vaults. The concept of these cases has been in development for well over a decade. When I was chatting to the Quantum Industries guys recently about why they actually started this company in the first place, one of the main reasons they told me was due to unsatisfactory customer service experiences elsewhere with brands that sell similar products to this, and certainly a lack of flexibility in ordering products like this. And all I can tell you is they're really, really nice, they're really easy to talk to, they're really approachable, and they'll do everything they can to make sure they get the case that you need to you as quickly as possible. Oh, one more thing actually, one more thing that's kind of related to the previous point that I just made, and this is an important one. These units from Quantum Industries, they're not just for heavy duty touring use. These are really, really nice, beautiful looking units that would be great for any bedroom or home studio, whether you're a casual player or a professional full-time player like myself. They're perfect, a perfect way to just store up to 3 guitars, nice and secure, and also just to showcase them, because it just looks cool, doesn't it? Really smart. Right, okay, let's summarise. Let's do 3 concluding points. Point number 1, protecting your gear. Now, I think it's potentially quite easy to neglect to see the value in getting decent cases, hard or soft, for your precious cargo. These could be guitars that are worth thousands of pounds or could be priceless. These could be guitars that are just very important to you. So it's about making sure that your guitars are going to be entombed in something that is going to protect them in every which way they can be protected. You know, you want to feel like if your instruments leave your sight for a second, wherever they end up, whoever they end up with, they're going to be protected from, let's say, inexperienced handlers of musical instruments. So I think it's really important to place value in protective casing. I always have. It doesn't matter what guitar I take out with me, I just want to look after my stuff. And I'm sure that if you're looking at this video, then you're probably somebody who's looking to invest in their casing too. And like I said earlier in the video, it doesn't matter whether you're flying these guitars to the other side of the world or they're just being kept safe in your home studio or your bedroom. Making sure you keep your guitars out of adverse conditions will just improve their longevity and it will just improve the instrument life. Point number 2, which I think is a really important point, and it also kind of relates to our first point, it's really important just to get nice looking stuff that just looks cool and stuff that's going to look nice out and about or back home in the studio. Now, unfortunately, a lot of heavy duty casing does have the reputation for, let's say, not being so aesthetically pleasing to look at. Case in point, my custom flight case that I've had made for my Neural DSP Quad Cortex. Don't get me wrong, it is a really sturdy, robust case, but in my nice home studio that I've built myself, it's not always the most aesthetically pleasing thing to look at. So we want stuff that's going to look really, really nice and also serve a very specific purpose, and a purpose of which it cannot let you down, which is what these cases are doing really, really well. As I said earlier, I just love the look of these cases. They're just such a nicely engineered bit of kit, and I love the logo and the font of the company name. It just looks really smooth on the logo. And my third point is that I am going to get a lot more chances to road test this case and really, really give it a run out. I've got a lot of domestic and international work over the next year. Dreaming of Nashville, the country band, we're going back to Australia in February 2026, so I'm going to be taking the case, of course, then. So I will get a chance to fly it to the other side of the world and back and let you know how it gets on. Perhaps I'll do a follow-up video to let you know really how that experience was, taking the new AGX to the other side of the planet and back again. So if you want to find out more information about the Quantum Industries AGX triple guitar vault, you can head over to their website at quantumindustries.jp, where you can also find out further information about their other product lines, which include single, double and triple guitar cases. They even do drum cases as well, and they also do spares and accessories for all the products that they sell. You can buy direct as well, so you can actually place your order through the website and get in touch with the people who are actually making these cases. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it, and I hope you've enjoyed finding out more information here about the Quantum Industries AGX triple case. If you really enjoyed this video, get in the comments below, let us know what you think of the case, let us know what you think of the video. It's all really appreciated. I'll try and reply to everybody. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button just below here. You can tap the bell next to it as well, which will give you all the notifications for any new videos as they're released, and give us a little like as well. Really helps the channel to keep on growing. So thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next video.